What's up YouTube? It's Todd Horst here with Tasty Tracker, and I got another small account challenge update. I closed a bunch of positions, or 3 positions here Thursday and Friday of last week. I didn't do an update for those. From now on I'll be doing the videos when I open up positions, but for closing positions you'll have to watch the alerts page. So if you go to leads and alerts, you'll see when I close a position there. But it's really, as the account gets bigger, I don't want to be doing these videos every single day, especially if it's just closing it. There's not much information to talk about. 99% of the time I close positions at 50%. We'll have a couple positions here, Microsoft and Amazon, especially where I held on to those a bit longer, but typically speaking, I just close at 50% as soon or as late as long as that takes. So yeah, so let's get started. Last Thursday I closed Microsoft and Amazon. Microsoft was 111 profit and Amazon was 154. Typically speaking, I'll close at 50%, but the overall ROI, because it's going against the collateral, is around 26-25% in there. So you can see I definitely held on to these much longer, and I typically am trying to get out with around $80 profit, where I'll put on a position, I'll open it for around 160 and I'll close it for around 80. So that's just what my numbers, those are the numbers I try to hit, but obviously that doesn't always happen, and if it doesn't, that's not a big deal. That's just sort of my target. So with Facebook here, I closed that on Friday for $91 profit. Only held that one for 3 days. These two were 10 days. And then today I got tired of holding the long SPY call that I had, the last one. I had held that for 154 days. It doesn't expire till March, but I'm okay closing that. It's around 1,000% gain, which is totally fine for me. I opened it up for $64 and closed it for $701. So to me, I don't know where the market's going to go from here. I'm sure it'll continue to go up, but this was a 365. So definitely possible to hit that by that time. However, just to be safe, I went ahead and closed it and walk away with my profit while I can. So today I opened up another Facebook position and SEDG. If we go over to the portfolio, all of my positions that are open at the moment. For September, you'll see I have basically all of the positions I have been playing since COVID, largely tech stocks. That's not necessarily what I do all of the time, normally speaking, but they've been performing very well in this environment, so I'm sticking to that for September at least. There's still 39 days on, so I may put another position or 2 on. However, the Facebook position that I put on today is for October, to sort of start building that out very slowly as time allows. The COOP position is not on a monthly because I couldn't get a $5 wide there. I've talked about that before, but that's the next one to expire. So SPY had a bit of a dip today, but overall has been holding its position in the above 330 range, which is great. I'm not confident enough to say that it's going to stay here, although it does look pretty strong that it's been able to hold over for the whole last week. And tech was had a down day today, so the fact that SPY is up and tech is down, I actually view that as a good sign. We can go over here to IWM, see that they have also been performing well for the last week. To me, that's comforting to know that the rest of the market is able to sort of play catch up to what tech has been doing, and that it's not just one sector that's doing well and everything else is doing horribly. So this is actually a good point in time, possibly, where everything else is sort of catching up to tech, and tech is going to consolidate a little bit here. Some might be rotating out of tech, which is fine. But let's go to SEDG. That had the big run up on earnings, but it's been consolidating here for a couple days. So let's stretch this out. There we go. Okay, so yeah, about 4 days we've been sitting in this range, which is a good amount of time. It's definitely starting to build a base here. If we would have continued to drop down here, I'd be a bit more concerned. But even today, didn't hit the low of Friday, and so it's I'm pretty fairly confident with this position. I wouldn't say this or Facebook is the best setup, but I wanted to put some positions on in order to maintain that market exposure and move with the market. So I still, after I sold the SPY call, I had 2,400 sitting in cash, and so I want to add a couple positions here or there to move with the market. So if the market had a huge swing up tomorrow, especially in tech, then and I didn't put any positions on, then I would have missed it. But by the same token, if we continue to slide down in tech and I put all of my money out there today, then I would have nothing left over to enter positions in then. So only doing 2 today allows me to wait a day or two, put another couple positions on then, especially as the tech stocks start to get into better setups, which again, right now, they're not particularly the best setups. Let's go over to Facebook. Same thing here, where for the past 7 days here, we've been hanging above 247. So if I go to my sold leg here, this is a 255, but then it's also the whole way out in October. So 255 puts us right here, which I would expect that the top of this candle would sort of act as a support for us here. But it is also especially nice that we, even though we're down today in Facebook, it came back up to sort of the support of the close on Friday. So again, these aren't the most optimal setups that I would typically enter. We can see MACD could even turn over here. RSI has already turned over here, but there is obviously the potential for some consolidation and an upturn. And so I want to have some exposure in case that does happen. But I'm certainly in no rush to add positions back on. Yeah, so the count has been hovering around $4,500 to $4,700, getting close to the halfway mark, which is nice. The other nice thing about getting rid of that SPY call here is I don't have to uncheck that for my chart to look nice. Trying to think if there's anything else I need to cover. If you have any questions, let me know, and I guess I'll talk to you next time. Thanks.